guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are in the best of health. So in today's video, I'm going to show you my top 5 favorite foundations for oily skin. So these are the foundations I've been using over the years and I've been loving them so much. So if you guys are interested in watching this video, then please continue watching. Alright, so all the foundations I'm going to show you in this video are all my favorite foundations that I've been using through years. And I've ranked the foundations according to their range. So that means that the top one foundation is going to be the most affordable and drugstore foundation, and the top 5 one is going to be the high-end foundation, that is the more expensive one. So that doesn't mean that the top one foundation is not good or the top 5 is really good. So I've just ranked them according to their range. So yeah, without any further ado, let's quickly get into the video. Alright, so my top one foundation has to be this one right here. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Mac Plus Poreless Foundation. And guys, you will find this foundation in every oily skin girl's makeup kit because this foundation is the best for oily skin. This is the most affordable and supremely good foundation that you will find, in the drugstore category. This is the best drugstore foundation out there. And I've been using this foundation since so many years. To be honest with you, this was my first ever foundation I used on my face, and I'm still using it because it's that good. Alright, if we talk about the packaging, this comes in a glass bottle packaging and looks super sleek and nice. Alright, and if we talk about the price of the foundation, this is priced at 549 rupees, which is on the affordable and drugstore side. But usually you will find this foundation on discounts almost every time you go to buy it on Nykaa, because this foundation I've always seen it's on discount. So you get like a 20% off or 35% off on this foundation. And I remember getting this foundation even at 50% off during the Nykaa's Pink Friday sale. So it's amazing. And the foundation is super affordable. The quality is really good. Now, if I talk about the coverage, this foundation has a slight, normal coverage. The foundation does not have a very high coverage, but you can always build it up according to your preference. If you want the foundation to give you more coverage because you have marks or, acne, then you can obviously build it up and get the desired amount of coverage. Now, if I talk about my shade, I'm in the shade 128 Warm Nude, and this is my shade. It matches exactly my skin tone, which is amazing. And this foundation is for normal to oily skin and it works amazingly. So if you are a teenager or a beginner, you've just started to do makeup and you want a foundation that is affordable and really good too, then this is the foundation you should go for. This is amazing. I love it so much. I use it till date as well. So yeah. Alright, so my top 2 foundation has to be this one right here. This is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. So this foundation is very similar to the previous foundation because it's from the same brand, it's from Maybelline, but there is a slight change in the formula. So this formula is a little bit heavier. It has a full coverage formula. You will get like such a flawless base. So I'm currently wearing this foundation. You can see the coverage is insane and it's amazing. The packaging of the foundation is very similar to the Maybelline Fit Me one. It's a glass bottle, very sleek and very pretty. Just the cap and packaging is white, and this one is black, so this is the only difference. And this is the foundation. Again, this is the same shade, 128 Warm Nude, because Maybelline has the same ranges across all their foundation ranges. So that's really amazing. And yeah, this is the foundation. This has a very, very high coverage foundation. It is a full coverage foundation, so it's a little bit thick in consistency, and it also dries out to a matte foundation. So as you can see, this is the finish of the foundation. It is more mattifying than the Maybelline Fit Me one. This has more like a natural finish, and this is more like a full coverage super mattified finish, which I love so much. So I use the Maybelline Fit Me one when I have to go like for natural makeup looks for college and for casual outings. And if I have to go for a party and there's something actually special and I really want my base to be super flawless, then I go for this foundation. And this foundation is priced at 750 rupees, which is quite good. It is affordable and super worth it. It's amazing. I even consider this to be like a super dupe for the Huda Beauty 4 Filter foundation. Actually, I like this foundation over the Huda Beauty Full Filter foundation because it's amazing. The coverage is amazing, the formula is amazing, the finish is amazing. You will fall in love with this foundation. Okay, so for top 3, I have this foundation right here. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation. I have already finished this foundation, and this is one of my favorite foundations. Okay, I finished this foundation. There's nothing left in it, and I love this foundation so much. I actually have to restock on this foundation. So first of all, the packaging is so amazing. I really like their packaging. It's so sleek and sophisticated. This is also a glass bottle. I love it. And the star thing about the product is the applicator. All right, so I love the applicator of the foundation. Okay, this is the applicator. You can just apply the foundation, and this is how you use it. I have a little bit of foundation left. That's amazing. So this is the applicator. It's very easy to apply the foundation with it, and I love the applicator. Talking about the price of the product is priced at 1,450 rupees, which is almost 1,500 bucks, which is a little bit pricier, but guys, it's totally worth it. The coverage of this foundation is insane. The coverage of this foundation is actually lighter than this one. Like, this is super full coverage and this is full coverage, so this is more like blendable. I feel this foundation is more lightweight because the Maybelline Superstay foundation feels a bit heavy and thick, but this one feels very lightweight and still it's high coverage and full coverage. So this is the Conceal and Define foundation. So it actually works as a concealer too, which means that it has a nice coverage amount, which is super great. And I also like the finish of the foundation because it dries out to a soft matte finish. It does not dry out your face or it becomes flaky. There's nothing like that. The foundation dries out to a very nice finish. And I'm the shade F10 in this foundation. This is the exact match for my skin tone, and I really like this foundation so much. It's actually my second bottle, and I still am planning to buy a restock, so you can imagine how good this must be. So this foundation falls in the mid-range and is actually quite good and definitely worth to get this foundation. And the reason I love the foundation so much is, first of all, the blendability of the foundation is amazing. It doesn't feel heavy despite of being a full coverage foundation. And third, the applicator is bomb.com. You've seen the applicator, okay, and it's amazing. Alright, so moving to my top 4, there comes a high-end brand, which is MAC, and I had to include this foundation. This is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation with SPF 15, and I'm in the shade NC20. This is the exact shade of my skin tone. It's amazing. I love this foundation so much. So the only thing I don't like about this foundation is obviously the price, because this is priced at 2,900 rupees, which is almost 3,000 bucks, and it's very expensive. And obviously it's on the high end side and it's MAC, but still it's very expensive. Okay, and still the foundation is really good. Okay, and the thing I don't like about MAC foundations is that they tend to oxidize. So I've been working as a makeup artist too, and I tend to use a lot of MAC foundations on my clients, and some of the shades and tones tend to get quite a lot oxidized, so after some time. So I always suggest to go for a tone lighter in MAC, because MAC foundations oxidize quite a lot. So what does oxidize mean? They become a little bit dark on your face. So after applying it, they become a little bit orangey and they start to darken up a little bit, so that looks very oxidized, and you may even eventually see some grayness on your face. So that is oxidization, and MAC foundations tend to oxidize quite a lot. So that's the only thing I don't like about this foundation. But overall, the coverage is so good. It feels like so skin-like, and still it gives you a nice coverage. It's so lightweight and so nicely blendable. It blends like butter on the skin, which is amazing. I love the foundation because it blends like butter. Also, talking about the packaging, this also comes with a glass packaging, and this has no pump. So this is something I don't like about the foundation. This has no pump, unlike The Maybelline ones did have a pump. Alright, so the Maybelline foundations come with a pump, which is also easy to use. The Makeup Revolution one had an applicator, which is the best thing ever. And this foundation does not have anything, like it does not come with a pump or anything, which makes it super messier to use. So that's something I don't like about the product, is that it doesn't come with a pump. So other than that, the foundation is amazing. It works wonderfully. The only thing I don't like is obviously the packaging and that it oxidizes. So try to go for a skin tone lighter than your actual skin tone, and it may work wonderfully for you just the way it does for me. So yeah. Alright, so coming to the top 5 super expensive $1 million foundation, it has to be the NARS Natural Longwear Radiant Foundation. And this is actually a very recent purchase, but I've been loving the foundation so much. It blends like anything. This is so good, and it's so expensive. It is hella expensive, okay? And I think I got this at discount for 3,600 rupees, which is so expensive, but it usually retails for 4,000 and so it's so expensive, but it's so good again. So it's so totally worth to spend that money on it. And you know, it's NARS, so obviously it has to, you know, be that expensive. But you know, I really like the foundation. The shade is a bit lighter for my skin tone because I did buy this foundation online and I picked up the shade Punjab, but I always can make it work with, you know, some contouring, and you know, I can make it work. So that's like a good thing for me. I spend so much of money and still I can make it work. So yeah, for high-end foundations, I will always recommend you guys to go and try out the shade every time in a store, be it Sephora, Nykaa, Lux store, or any store that you have in your country or, you know, area. So always go and try out the shade in a store before you buy it online or anywhere, okay? Because I've been trying to buy foundations online, and to be honest with you, it's like a hit and trial thing. If you see the charts and, you know, go in with the same tones and golden beige and all that stuff, but there's still a chance of getting the wrong shade, and you will start crying when you know, purchase something and you cannot use it. So I would always recommend you to go on and try out this shade, especially if it's a high-end product or foundation. So always go and try it out on the store and then go and buy it online if there is any sale going on, or you know the drill. But yeah, so let's talk about the packaging of the product. This also comes with a pump packaging, which is amazing. I don't know why this is stained. Okay. So this comes with the pump packaging and it's amazing. I really like the packaging. It's super sleek, super luxurious, amazing. I love it. And this is their Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and this is actually not very mattified. So if you have like normal skin or dry skin, even can use it with a lot of moisturizer beneath it. But it works amazingly for my oily skin. It dries out to a very soft, matte, natural finish, which is something I really like. And it's not totally mattifying. You still can see, you know, it has more like a skin-like texture, which is so good. It's very lightweight and the coverage is good. You can also build the coverage, so you can build up the foundation and, you know, go for the desired amount of coverage you are willing to go for, which is absolutely amazing. So it's very on the upper high-end side, but if you guys wanna spend your money and try out good foundations, then definitely you can go on for it, because it really works so good. It's like, what a foundation is this. It works so good. It's super lightweight and super gorgeous. The finish is exquisite, and yeah, this is the foundation. Alright guys, so these were my top 5 favorite foundations. I love all the foundations so much. I've been using them throughout the years, and these are my favorite ones, the ones that really work nicely for me. So yeah, if you ask me which one out of these 5 is my most favorite, then I must say it's the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define one, because the applicator has my heart. It's just amazing, and the coverage is really good. It's not thick and heavy, which is a plus point. It feels quite lightweight, and the blendability is amazing, exquisite, which is so good. The price range is also on the mid range, so it's quite good. So yeah, these were my top 5 favorite foundations. I hope you guys really enjoyed watching this video. If you really did, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet and have not joined my YouTube family, then what are you waiting for? Just hit that red button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would really mean a lot to me. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video.